Good morning. This will be our last topic for CV 111 hydraulics. And this is all about reservoir problems. So let's say for example, meron tayong na-create na water system in which the reservoir, marami sila, and they're going to supply a certain area. So let's consider, for example, this figure, meron tayong isang reservoir dito. Tawagin natin reservoir 1. And then, pangalawang reservoir 2. And then, pangatlong reservoir 3. And then, of course, they are connected by pipes. So, itong mga lines dyan. And then, let's call the connection of all these pipes kung saan sila magmi-meet at a certain point as a junction. Okay, so ito yung ating junction. Tawagin na lang nating J. So, junction. So, in the analysis of reservoir problems, there are two possible cases na pwede nating ma-encounter. And una na dyan is kapag ang pressure at the junction is given, or kung hindi man siya given, solvable siya. So, in this case, class, ito yung pinakamadali na case sa analysis of reservoir problems pag given or solvable ang pressure at the junction. Case 2 is kung hindi given at hindi rin solvable ang pressure at the junction. So, case 2 yan, mahirap, medyo mataas, mahaba yung solusyon na gagawin natin pag case 2 na yan. Okay, so meron tayong principle for reservoir problems. Kapag wala tayong machine, the reservoir with the highest water surface elevation always supplies, while the reservoir with the lowest water surface elevation always receives water. So, for example, obviously in our figure, yung reservoir natin with the highest elevation is yung reservoir 1, right? So, let's say ang elevation ng water surface natin dito is A. Okay? So, kuha tayo ng point at the surface. So, this is A. So, elevation A. Dito naman, elevation B. And then, we have elevation C. And of course, etong junction, meron din siyang certain elevation. So, tawagin nating elevation J. Okay? So, elevation yan. And, yung datum natin is pwede na natin hindi i-draw sa figure. Okay. So, pag yung highest na elevation ng water surface, yun yung sure tayo na magsusupply, which is eto. Pag wala tayong machine, walang pump or turbine. And then, tawagin natin yung Q1. Yung water surface elevation na pinakamababa, yun yung always na magre-receive. So, in this case, sure tayo na si reservoir 3 yung magre-receive. So, you have Q3. Yan. Now, yung sa middle na reservoir, it depends, pwede siyang mag-receive, pwede rin siyang mag-supply. Depende sa total energy, kung i-compare natin ang total energy sa point B at saka total energy sa point J. Remember that the flow is from higher energy to lower energy. Okay, so ano ba yung mga total energy na nararamdaman ng mga points natin, points A, B, and C? So, remember, AGL is total energy that is equals to P over gamma, pressure head, plus velocity head, plus the elevation head. So, kung kukunin natin yung total energy at point A, yung pressure head natin is, di ba, 0? That is because open siya sa atmosphere. And then, ang velocity natin is negligible. So, i-zero din natin siya. And then, we only have our elevation head actually, which is just siya lang yung meron sa total energy natin. So, EA, yung water surface elevation natin, yung total energy niya is just the elevation at A. So, same goes for the other points. So, EB is elevation B, while EC naman is elevation C. Now, how about at the junction? At the junction, meron tayong pressure head. So, P at the junction over gamma. Meron din tayong elevation. So, tawagin nating elevation J. Now, ang wala tayo is kapag sa junction, our velocity is 0. So, sa mismong point, kung saan magmi-meet yung mga pipelines natin, doon sa junction na yun, the velocity is 0. So, yan. Now, if it happens that our E junction at the junction is greater than our E at the middle reservoir, which is at reservoir B, anong mangyayari? Let's say, nandito siya. So, ito yung total energy natin sa point J. So, kung higher ang ating EJ kaysa sa EB, which is just the elevation B, ang mangyayari, our middle reservoir will be receiving. Okay, magre-receive siya. But if it happens that our elevation sa junction less than siya sa elevation sa reservoir B, let's say nandito, so pwede natin itong tawagin J prime, no, or EJ. So J prime. So ano mangyayari? Ang mangyayari is that mag-flow is from higher energy level, which is at reservoir B, papunta sa lower energy level, which is at the junction. So ang mangyayari na dito, in this case, susupply na ang ating reservoir B sa ating junction. Okay, so I hope that is clear. So let's proceed lang kayo sa next na video for the problem number 1.